This looks important. This is... Maybe Wallace will know.
Traveler returns. They don't like it when I help you, but it is the role I must play. Goodbye, Traveler.
My whole life has been leading to this moment.
The Voxel tech. Fascinating. Is it trying to talk to me? Another fever dream, perhaps? Or is it? For simplicity's sake, I will choose to believe that. If it will excuse me, I have important work to do. Yes, thanks, and goodbye. Hello again. Persistent. I actually admire that quality a great deal. It is underrated, in my opinion. Well, fever dream or no, if the Paxel Tech is going to be hanging around, I suppose I should tell it my name. I am Rothinder Ahimod. Hello. Oh, it is struggling. Poor thing. The Paxel Tech dream creature may do as it pleases. Walt has more important things to consider. A pleasant chat. Surprisingly so. Indeed. Thanks and goodbye. It cannot be helped, can it? The curiosity. It is killing the Paxel Tech as surely as it is killing me. Knowledge is the only cure. This mural here on the cave wall, can it comprehend the meaning? A trick question, of course. I have dedicated my life to learning so that I may find the answers I seek and put the pieces together. After years and years of searching this jungle, I have finally found proof of what I knew all along. Of what, it asks. Proof of all that matters in the whole world. Proof that the lost tribe of the Pan does exist. See, I have found the location of their civilization. It is no less than miraculous. I have gotten ahead of myself, have I not? I do apologize. My manners are not what they once were. I have been alone a long while now. Very long while. What brings the Paxel Tech here? How can Walt be of service? If it is looking to spend, I have a few valuable items I may be willing to part ways with. Funding for my research must be procured by whatever means necessary. Every purchase supports my important research. Yes, it must be on its way. The wandering... A curious mind will lead... I thought it would never ask. This ancient mural is a gift from the lost tribe of the Pan. My long sought-after proof of their existence. They were real, and they landed here, far removed from Genus and her Thean fruit. Imagine the freedom, the adventure, the fear, yes, but also the exhilaration. They were not unlike myself. Adventurers to the core. If only I had descended from one of their lot instead. But no time for pointless musings. From this mural, paired with my own independent studies, we can deduce that their ships were separated from the rest. They were assumed killed by the ocean's fury, but in truth, they arrived here and etched out a living as best they could under Thalos's mighty leadership. King Thalos was the son of Kolket and the Lost Tribe's leader. When they landed ashore, he led them into the underground tunnels and helped redefine their way of living to survive. It is a nasty jungle, as the Paxel Tech has no doubt noticed. But tragedy struck the tribe. As it does. My ancestors fell ill, beginning with brave Thalos, afflicted by the same disease that destroyed the ancient Pan society and forced them to abandon their homeland. I do not know what happened next. Not yet. But I will know soon enough. Mark my words, Paxultek. This is history in the making. The Paxultek must clean out its ears, When the ancient Pan left their homeland to escape the plague, several ships were separated from the rest and landed here. Thelos was their leader and helped build a new society, but he soon fell ill with that same plague. Its sense of things is keen. Indeed I am, shall we say, a distinct Pan. A commoner who loathed the idea of a soldier's life and dreamed of finding the lost tribe and perhaps others like myself. I grew up hearing stories about the lost tribe and was always told they were merely a child's tale. Now, I knew better, of course. My heart told me otherwise. It's much like the power of the life song, which can sing life into the lifeless. No flesh, no blood required. It is a song I can nearly hear, but not quite. Yet I search, ear to the ground. No one believes. I have always been an outsider because of these beliefs, not fitting in anywhere with anyone. I am strange, as the Paxultek so aptly observed. And so I took quite well to years of solitude, just me and my research. I became accustomed to the loneliness. If it is in need of a friend, Walt could perhaps step in. Yes, perhaps indeed. I hope it will peruse my offerings before it is leaving. It is leaving. How odd. Find you, my lost tribe, my brethren. Hello. It is nice to see a familiar face around these parts, even if it is a strange and hornless one. It has arrived at an opportune time. See, I have found another mural. This one is more than I could have ever dreamed of. This discovery is downright exhilarating. The implications, the possibilities, it's overwhelming in the best of ways. Excuse me, I have a tendency to get carried away. Is my Paxultek friend in need of something? What is intriguing the Paxultek, I wonder? Listen well. Thelos survived the plague that had long haunted the Pan. After falling ill, he began hearing an unusual sound that seemed to come from the ground itself. Music. Strange music, with no instruments or voice to carry it. He ventured out to find the source. What he found was her, Lydusa, a goddess of stone. In exchange for a year of companionship away from his people, she promised to cure him and give him the means to cure the others. He agreed. In his time away, the plague had ravaged his tribe. But he was able to save those who remained and start over anew. The goddess had granted him an unusually long life, and he ruled over the Pan for several prosperous centuries. The Pan worshipped their new goddess, building a temple and singing her praises. Here is the exciting part. It is said that she grew fond of the Pan and actually taught them how to use her power over the living stones. Watch that fleshy mouth, Paxultek! I'm sorry. Carried away. Carried away. The living stones are real. The result of the same precious life song I have searched for all my days. I knew I was meant to find both the song and the tribe. Now I understand why. Walt is a servant of fate. Does its furless skin have chills yet? The power I speak of is great. Ledusa selfishly kept much of it to herself, but she at least taught the lost tribe to hear the music of the stones and control them in some small capacity. Naturally, they craved more. As do I, my friend. As do all of us with the heart of an adventurer. Yes. Yes, it does. Everything, as it were. See, I have been chasing this dream since I was a child. I was a commoner, born for nothing but bloodshed and servitude. But I did not want that for myself. I wanted to believe the lost tribe was real, that they were out there somewhere. So I studied, became as clever and useful as I could, and at a young age, I was chosen to serve Genus herself. After many years of loyalty, I was assigned to a mission to explore the uncharted jungle. It was the chance I had been waiting for. So, here I am, chasing my dreams across cave and jungle. And finally, I am nearing the answers I have long sought. I am on the trail, my friend. They could still be out there. Or if not, perhaps the secret of their power over stones. I know what I'm speaking of. Out of everyone, I am hoping my friend will trust me on this. That would be a first for Walt. This could change my life, change our whole society. Oh, but one step at a time. I must not get ahead of myself. There is still much to unravel. I can hardly stand the excitement. Its mind must be racing, but are its pockets feeling generous? Until next time, my hornless friend.
This looks important.
It was the only option. They had no choice. Sometimes one must do what must be done. They had no choice. Oh, forgive me, my friend. I have a lot on my mind. I found another piece of the story, and I am another step closer to the truth. It is tragic, bloody, a betrayal, some might say. But they would be wrong. That is just the way of things. Trust me. I know all too well. Anyway, does the Puxeltech need something? I have new items on offer. Always questions. Never the answers I really need. Sorry. Go ahead. A priesthood was formed in service to the goddess, and she taught them alone to wield the power of the living stones. The simple things only, from what I can gather. Heating pots on command, lulling young ones to sleep and things of the like. But there was so much more potential. This divine power was right at their fingertips, but she selfishly kept it to herself. It must have been maddening. Yes, I'm certain it was. They made a plan to trap her. One day a year, she took mortal form and required Talos to lie with her. Our noble king was dubbed the Bloodless King because he never sired a child. It was because of her. He was under her spell. She was less powerful in her mortal form. So, when that night came around, they used their own ancient magics and captured her. Talos was enraged and fought back, killing his own kind. They had no choice but to capture him as well. Talos was driven mad by the goddess. He would not listen to reason. So, they imprisoned him and took control of the kingdom. Knowing the goddess was fond of her royal pet, they bartered his life in exchange for the secrets of her power. They got what they wanted, what they needed to safeguard their society. Using her power, they were able to create living constructs to do their bidding. And so, the Pen went from living like savages to an era of swift advancement. Imagine having such power in the palm of one's hand. Power like that could change the fate of our people, even those deemed unworthy of the Thane fruit. It is tragic, but that is the way of history, of the world. One must rise from tragedy, stronger than before. The secret of this power must still be around here somewhere. I can feel it. Trust me, my friend. This day will live on in the annals of history forever and ever. Why? Why? Because I have sacrificed everything for this knowledge, for this power that I am on the cusp of unearthing. This could change everything for me, for all commoners, for all of Yesha. It has no idea what I have endured to get here. The suffering, the loneliness, the ridicule. How the Lanier laughed and laughed at poor Walt. It was humiliating. And then there were those wasted, tortuous years serving Genus. That cruel tyrant who none of us chose, doing anything she asked of me. Anything. I did everything she asked of me. And she asked a great deal. Whenever there was blood to be spilled, there I was in the night. Dagger in hand. Important figures. Commoners like me. Even children. It was the only way to prove my loyalty. I did not mean to. I did not want to, but I had to do it. That was the only way she would ever trust me enough to explore the enchanted jungle. It was for the greater good. It really was. I just wish I could forget their eyes. The look of betrayal in their eyes as they breathe their last breath. My friend. My first and only friend. He must think Walt is a monster. And perhaps I am. But my heart is true. If nothing else, believe that much. If I must. When the ancient Pan left their homeland to escape the plague, several ships were separated from the rest and landed here. Thelos was their leader and helped build a new society, but he soon fell ill with that same plague. He came upon a stone goddess, Ledusa, who cured him in exchange for a year with her. Ledusa also gifted him long life, so when he returned, he cured the survivors and ruled for centuries. The Pen loved him and worshipped Ledusa. I have enough questions for the both of us, my friend. Will that be all? I am grateful for the company. Truly.
Okay, this is it. What's this doing here?
She'll pay, I swear. That monster. How could she? I swear to... Oh, it is my friend. Thank goodness. I am... not well. Not well at all. Ask and be done with it. It is hideous. Difficult to look at. Being alone with this new truth has been... It has been... Just know that I am glad for the company. What did I find? If it must know, proof of heinous betrayal and cruel misuse of power. And the downfall of my lost tribe at her despicable hands. Once the Pan priesthood had pried every last secret of the living stones from the captured goddess Lydusa, they granted her the mercy of truth. A bitter truth that would ruin everything they'd worked so hard to build. See, Thelos had long ago died from injuries sustained during his capture. A tragic and unintentional loss, as he was well loved by his people. The goddess went mad! In her fury, she broke free from her prison. Then she murdered them. In a cold, cruel rage, she turned the Pan's living constructs against them. And together, they swept through that utopian kingdom and decimated the lost tribe. Only the priests remained, confined to the throne room. Drenched in blood, she demanded Thelos' body, but it had long since been burned. They could not comply even if they wished to, but she did not care. She is incapable of such emotion. She killed them, and that was that. The end of my lost tribe. They're gone. Destroyed. Forever. All because of a failed goddess who did not think us worthy of her power. She must pay. It is wrong. Wrong! Walt is speechless. My lost tribe is no more. Thelos was unintentionally killed in his struggle with the priests. When they eventually told Lydusa, the captured goddess, she escaped and destroyed them all. Every last Pan was ripped to shreds without a trace of mercy. Even the ones who had faithfully worshipped her all that time. Those who had nothing to do with the priests and their schemes. The younglings, the elders. None survived. All because she did not believe us worthy of her power. Must we, Pan, always be treated like dirt by the ones who rule over us? Is there no other fate for my kind? I swear I will make her pay. There must be a way. There it is. That is the end of this story. The end of Walt's dreams, the end of everything. Please, do not make me speak of it again. I am unwell. What does it think is the matter? My hopes and dreams have crumbled and fallen. The lost tribe is no more, and the secrets of her power are lost. I will never escape. It is either a life of loneliness in the jungle or of deplorable servitude back home. I cannot go back. I will not go back to that life of misery. But I cannot hide in the wreckage of the lost tribe either, barely scraping by. There is nothing left for me. My dream is dead. I am a walking corpse. Truth be damned! I was not doing this for truth. I wanted to find the lost tribe and join their society. And once I found out about their power over stones, I had foolishly hoped to overthrow Genus and her tyrannical hold over the Pan. I dreamed of a Yeesha where every Pan could rise and fall based on their own merits, where they're free to choose what shape their life will take, where there is no cabal of immortal elites who treat us like expendable pawns. But it is over. Finished. The lost tribe is gone, and the goddess, her secrets are her own once again. It is hopeless. If that is all, Walt would like to be alone. Always, always alone. I hope its journey is peaceful, my friend.
I think Clementine isn't here. So, what now? Guess I'll just find the nearest world stone.
Greetings, my friend. Sometimes dreams must come to an end. Isn't that the way? Yes, indeed it is. Walt will find a way to carry on. That said, there's something I need to say. I want to thank the Paxotech for being a friend. It has traveled this road with me, and I know it would travel it back again if I asked. Please know that I find the Paxotech's heart to be true, and consider it a true friend and confidant. For all it has done, I offer this token of friendship. Did you want to buy something? With a friend's discount, of course. Or will my friend be on its way? It can... This journey is peaceful, my friend.
Okay, this is it. Well, at least that's over. This gives me the creeps. This isn't looking good. Oh shit! Damn it. Cool. Oh, I could use that.
Human, attend me. You are dust, struggling against the eschaton. I have assumed countless names and infinite forms. Clawbone, Nightmare, Root, all meaningless, all avatars of a single, infallible will. Mine. I am everywhere. I bring inevitability, cessation, the end of all beginnings. A mere human cannot prevent its destined end. The creation of your Earth served my design, a link to the core, the first beginning. A yawning rift from which I could whisper and reach. Your kind did not halt the end, human. You orchestrated its coming. You understand nothing, and your endeavors to prevent cessation will fail. To become one, to become all, and in becoming, to end. Become one with my will, human. Submit. Serenity, salvation, power, an inevitable outcome. I will grant you a sliver of my limitless potential. Accept my power, human, and flounder onward. Kill, destroy, ever quicken the end of all things. I will follow you, and I will observe your plight.
I wonder what that is.
The labyrinth is compromised. Resources are limited. Ask. The seat of all worlds. First the core, then the labyrinth, then all worlds that are, were, or shall be. The core has been purged of corruption. The labyrinth must hold fast, must be last to fall. Little fail, new outcomes emerge. The creator, search the worlds. Has it short-term? Erasure is the intersection is small. The labyrinth is the connection of I am, that I am. You are the hidden Clementine Bear. I can no longer entity. The anomaly. I am a futile. You cannot purge the inevitability of the end. As you wish, anomaly. If you change your mind, I will be here. Remember, your journey is not guaranteed to fail.
Return to the place where our paths first converged. My power will be yours to wield. Understand this, human. There is but one truth. The absence of existence. The finality. The silence. The end of all things. Behold this certainty. Offer the sliver, and I shall recast its power anew. You accept my inevitability. My sublime power is yours. Now deliver yourself to the end.
Whew. Glad that's over.
How can Dwell aid this Paxel in its fight? Did its tongue just speak of the lost tribe of Yesha? Dwell must have mistakenly stumbled into a Pan nursery. That is the stuff of fairy tales. All Pan children know as much. The Paxel is mistaken. Present this proof to Dwell for inspection and verification. No falsehood escapes my sight. Mesmerizing. It is clearly Pan in origin, and yet it is distinct from the creations of my Yesha. Perhaps there is truth in the Paxeltek's words after all. Dwell has a theory, but needs to see more to know for certain. This is one piece of a larger whole. It will likely take the Paxeltek several adventures to find all three parts. If it manages to find another, return to Dwell at once. That aside, there are many questions in need of answer. Let us speak of this in depth once it has gathered all the knowledge that it can. If there are secrets to be learned about my dear Yesha, Dwell must have them all. I am thinking 3 pieces should complete this circle. Find these Lost Tribe artifacts and bring them to Dwell. Then, it will see something interesting. Dwell thought the Paxeltech would never ask. Now, begin. Say everything. Do not hold back. That is incredible. Dwell can scarcely believe what he is hearing. But the Paxeltech has proven itself trustworthy, and so Dwell will choose to trust. But the Paxeltech stone reveals much. I can tell that the fate of the Lost Pan tribe was not a happy and prosperous one. That is a tragedy upon tragedy. To be lost and separated from your kin and culture, only to die off without anyone knowing your fate. Yesha. She possesses such beauty, yet no shortage of cruelty. Did it cross paths with anyone else in the Lost Kingdom? Dwell is pleased that it is free of its curse. I have not heard of this Laidusa before. However, Dwell is quite familiar with the various nature spirits who inhabit Yesha. As for that Pan explorer, what was he called, I'm wondering? What was his true name? Curious. That sounds like a commoner's name. But it is almost unheard of that a commoner should be entrusted with such a task. He must have proven himself most worthy to Genis to have earned that trust. Dwell doubts if his hands will ever wash clean of the blood. But such is the way of Yesha. One does what one must to survive. That is true. To think that the Lost Tribe truly existed, along with the Living Stones. A revelatory piece of knowledge, to be sure. Dwell is glad to know. Tell me, Paxeltech, who is to blame for what came to pass with the Lost Tribe? A fair assessment. Though Dwell has perspective enough to see that it was a muddled, complicated situation. The Plague. It cannot understand how it ravaged and mutilated our kind. What would the Paxeltech not do to stop the ravages of the root creatures, for example? That is how it was for my Pan. Dwell can understand being desperate to attain the kind of power to stop that from ever happening again. It is not right, but it is what it is. Paxeltech. Dwell is grateful. Most grateful that he took the time to tell him of all this. Dwell has much to consider indeed. In any case, on and on life goes, as does Dwell's business. Did it need anything else? Of course. Paxeltech, foreign to the Pan, meaningless. Perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue. Greetings. Another? Oh, Dwell underestimated the Paxel test. Be safe.
It was her own fault.
What aid? The Paxeltech has accomplished its impossible task. I am thinking. There is no choice but to believe in fairy tales if the Paxeltech insists on bringing them to life for Dwell. I will be considering this for a while yet. Here, the three have become one, and the one will reveal what was hidden. Where, when, how? That is for the Paxeltech to discover. All answers live within Kin Mother Yesha. Even the lost tribe, it would seem. I am thankful to it for reminding Dwell to believe in the impossible. Ha! The three have become one, and the one will reveal what was hidden. That is all Dwell knows. It is up to the Paxeltech to figure out the rest. Until we meet once more. Yeah.